Hello and welcome to Excel Fundamentals. Today we're going to be learning about the Excel count function. The Excel count function is a fundamental skill needed for the Excel user, and it's going to really help you speed up the time you spend searching through your data, sorting through your data, sifting through your information, and trying to quickly analyze. So we're going to jump right in and look at this spreadsheet. This spreadsheet at the top, we have the names of 4 of our salespeople. And over here are the work days of the week where they were working and making sales. So the count function, imagine this list was much longer. It was for the whole year. And we wanted to see, we could see how much sales they brought in every day, but we want to look at how many days they actually brought in sales. So one way we can do this is we can use the count function. So you can type in count, so hit the equal sign and type in count, and then we'll hit tab. And what we'll do is the count function only counts numbers. So if there are letters, the count function is simply going to ignore that and only count the number of cells with numbers in it. So if I highlight all of these, I just highlighted 12 cells. See here, 1 through 12. I highlighted 12 cells, but only 11 of the cells have numbers in them. The first cell has a letter. So when I hit enter, the count function should tell me that there are 11 cells with numbers in them. And that's exactly what it did. It was the number 11. This is not a dollar. Okay, great. Number 11. And now what we can do is, like we learned in a previous lesson, we can just drag across with this formula here. And Excel should tell us for each column we're looking at which ones have numerical values in them. And it did exactly that. So there it is for that column and that column. And just to make sure there are 11 days, we can even count the number of days that we're looking at. Since these are numerical values, it will be counted. Yep, and there are 11 days. So out of 11 days, this employee, Adam, made a sales transaction in all 11 days. These 2 employees only made transactions in 10 days, and this one, Taylor, only made transactions in 9 out of the 11 days. So as an employer, you might say to yourself, oh, well, Taylor might be slacking off because Taylor was only able to make sales on 9 out of 11 days. So this is our count. So what we can do is we could total up with the sum function like we learned in a previous lesson to see if that hypothesis is true. So when we sum these up, that's Adam's sales. That's how much Adam brought in, and let's just drag this over. And we see actually, Taylor only had 9 days of sales transactions, but with 6631, Taylor made more sales for the company than any other salesperson. So count and sum really go well together when you're looking through and analyzing your data. But really, this lesson is focused on the count function here, which counts for you the number of numeric cells in a range. So again, imagine you had rows and rows of data. For example, what if you had 365 days worth of data and you wanted to count the number of transactions your employee had in each one for the whole year? You can't, it would take you way too much time to count up each one. So this is a quick way to show you the number of cells in your range that have a number in them. Now, another trick, if you want to just quickly eyeball the count, another trick you can do is highlight the cells you're looking at. So here are our cells for our 11 days, and down here in the bottom, the count is 11. So there you go. But beware, because this count function looks at the number of selected cells that contain data. So just keep that in mind if you're ever using this eyeball method down here. And that's it for this tutorial. That's the count function, and keep an eye out for follow-up tutorials on other intermediate and advanced Excel functions.